Today we're going to be doing 5.3, which is properties of operations. So let's look at the commutative property. Now the commutative property is where you switch. So if you have a number plus another number, so A plus B, then the commutative property would basically flip the two. So instead of A plus B, it's the same thing as B plus A. So you kind of just move them around. So the order that the numbers are added or multiplied does not change the sum or product. So you have the commutative property of addition and you have the commutative property of multiplication. So here you have A plus B equals B plus A, or for example, 5 plus 3 equals 3 plus 5, and then you can solve that by 8 equals 8. Let's look at the multiplication. So A times B is the same thing as B times A. So 5 times 3 with commutative property states that it will equal 3 times 5. And that's 5 times 3 is 15, and 3 times 5 is 15. Let's go on to the next property. Our next property is the associative property. Okay, the way in which the numbers are grouped when they are added or multiplied does not change the product. So in this example, you can see that the grouping has changed here. Okay, it does not change the answer if you're multiplying or adding. So this is the associative property of addition. This is the associative property of multiplication. So A plus B plus C, you have the parentheses around B plus C. It's the same thing if you put the parentheses around A plus B. Okay. So let's look at this. So if we do 2 plus, and then the quantity 3 plus 8, and then you have the quantity 2 plus 3 plus 8. So 3 plus 8 is 11 plus 2. And 2 plus 11 is 13. Let's look at this one. So here we do the 2 plus 3 first, which is 5, plus the 8. And the 5 plus 8 is 13. So this property just means that when you add, when it's all addition, then the property or the sum will stay the same, no matter if you which numbers you add or multiply first, depending on what you're doing. So here's the multiplication one. So it's saying that I need to multiply the 3 times the 8. So 3 times 8 is 24, and then I multiply the 2. And 2 times 24 is 48. Here, I still have it. It's in the same order, right? So I have 2 times 3, which is 6, and then I have times 8. And 6 times 8 is 48, and they equal. Let's go to the next page. Here are some other properties. You have additive identity, and that just means when you are adding with 0. You have multiplicative identity, which means if you multiply anything by 1, you'll get the same answer. So 9 times 1 equals 9. Then you have the multiplicative property of 0, and so anything you multiply by 0 will get you 0. And that is it.